Fueling our bodies as runners can be challenging, and so today I'm going to make a recipe that you can use either pre-race or during a long run or for run recovery. Wrinkled Runner here, and today we're going to be making honey bites. So last year I reviewed a book called Finish Line Fueling, and that was by Dikos, and I did a homemade sports drink that I actually used quite a bit when I was marathon training, and her book goes over a whole bunch of things about nutrition for the runner. There's so much to go over, and you can check out my review. I'll link up to that down below. And today we're going to make one of the recipes that are in the book for honey bites. Really simple recipe. You can put it together super easily and take it with you on the run. So let's get started. So we have here 1 cup of oats and 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. You can also use almond butter. That's also something that you can use that she talks about in the book. It's only 55 calories for each of the balls, and you can take these on a long run with you. She recommends that you put them in in between parchment paper and kind of squish them into kind of patties, because they can get warm, especially if you're on a really long run, like a 20-mile training run for marathons or whatever. So that was 1/4 cup of honey, and also then you will add 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I like to not use as much salt, but for something like this that I'm making that's actually for fueling, I do want the salt when I am on the run, because that helps with keeps your electrolytes in balance. So you're going to mix this up, and then you're actually going to transfer it to a food processor. I don't have a food processor. It broke a long time ago, so I use my blender. So you're going to put it in food processor or blender, and what you're trying to do is just mix it up even more thoroughly. With peanut butter and honey and things like that, it can be hard to get things properly mixed up. So this should help, and it will also grind up the oats a little bit, which will make it easier on the run actually if the oats are a little smaller for you to eat. So we're going to mix that up. So once you have that mixed up well and it's holding together, you're going to transfer that back into the bowl, and you're going to form 1-inch balls with it and put it on either parchment paper, or I have a Silpat that I'm going to use. So I'm actually going to use a little cookie scoop that I have, which is really nice for making cookies. I have a bigger one for meatballs, and it's also really good for cake batter too. But I'm going to use it for this. And I'm also going to wear gloves, because when I'm rolling stuff up like that, first of all, I don't like to get it all over my hands, and I don't know, I'm a little weirded out by when there's like things like cake balls and things like that, and people just use their hands to roll it. So I like to use gloves, because I always hope that people are using gloves when they're making those. So we're just going to take a scoop of this and roll it. And it's just super easy. And then you're going to lay it out, and they'll be all ready to go. So I'm actually going to store these in the refrigerator and then bring them out probably 45 minutes or so before I go on a run, just so that they can become soft. I haven't tried freezing these, but I suspect that they might freeze well. And you can just pop some out when you're going to be needing them for a run or recovery or something like that. But as you can see, they're really super easy to make, and you can kind of, you can throw it together just the day that you're going out for a run. And when I was looking through the book to pick out a recipe to do today, it was something that I already had everything that I needed right in my pantry. So whether you have the stuff or you want to get like organic or different kind of honey or whatever, they're really easy to put together. So I will I'll put all the ingredients down below. I'll link over to Jackie Dikos' website. I'll also link to where you can get the book, and I'll also link to the recipe that I'll put over on wrinkledrunner.com. And you can also see her homemade sports drink recipe over there as well. So if you have any questions about running fuel, you can comment down below. You can email me at sherry@wrinkledrunner.com. There are also some articles about it over on wrinkledrunner.com. And go over there, sign up for my email. Once a month I send out a newsletter on the first Saturday of the month, and it links to all the YouTube videos and all the blog posts from the previous month. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the run.